You all know that times are hard right now, and there are a lot of things happening in the nation at the same time. We have failed palliatives, a weird system of executing these palliatives. We have House of Reps, House of Assembly members, Senates, all going after their own personal needs. We have funny government policies by the president. We also have the fuel hike that has been protested by the labor and other agencies, and yet the prices keep getting higher. And of course, the dollar rates crazy increase, man. All these things happening at the same time, affecting the standard of living in the nation. Funny enough, salaries have not increased. But I just want to share some few tips with you guys on how to survive these hard times. Very, very easy. Very easy. I'll be right back. Yeah, welcome back. This is Noble TV Live, and my name is Valentine Agogo. Like I said earlier, I just want to share a few tips with you guys. One, cut your coat according to your cloth, not according to your size anymore. You could be very big and you have 1 yard. You have to just make do of that 1 yard. Now, what do I mean by that? You don't live above your means. Don't do that. A lot of Africans, a lot of Nigerians, basically, they just want a life of status. They want a life of media. They want a life that people would see and say, oh, this guy is doing well. You don't need to impress anybody. All right? You don't need to impress anybody. Okay? So now, even this cut your coat according to your cloth is very wide. It's very, very wide. You have people out there who could hardly feed or have good education, and you hear them looking for loan to probably celebrate their daughter's birthday or their son's birthday or probably their own birthday, or some would say, I want to celebrate 5 years anniversary, 3 years anniversary. Can you help me with money to celebrate? Why would you borrow money to celebrate a party? That's not an investment. That is a very, very foolish decision. All right? It's a very, very foolish decision. You can't borrow money for a liability. All right? Some will say, borrowing money, I want to top it up to buy a car, and that is also not a wise investment, because the car is a liability just in case you don't know. All right? Unless you want to use that car for probably to run a car business or airport taxi or all that, yes, where you know that, yes, you're going to make returns and pay back in a short while or improve the standard of your living. All right? Then for those who also need to learn how to cut their coats according to their cloth, sometimes you might have a lot of money to do something really flamboyant or throw around, but sometimes it's not needed, because if you look around you, you'll find that there are a lot of people, even in your very close circle, in your family circle also, that are in need of that money you're about to put to waste. All right? So for weddings, maybe you want to do a wedding or a birthday party, you don't need to make it too loud, and at the end of the day, it's not the wedding that determines the quality of the marriage. All right. So you see a lot of loud, flamboyant weddings, big weddings. At the end of the day, 1 year, 2 years, that's the end. Or sometimes even a couple of months. All right. Some weddings even end that very day of the reception. That very day, there's a crisis, and all the money you spend, the several millions, has gone to waste. You could just look at the West. We copy the West in a lot of things. Why don't we even copy their wedding style or their ceremony style, like funerals, weddings, and all that? They just do it very simple, no matter how rich the family is. They just do it very simple. Just have a cocktail, you dress, you come and play light music, you eat, your family, just a set of people, close friends and relatives. You don't need to do a one bed, do a shabi, shut down, close down the street, do different colors, carry drones and everything. The food in your ceremony will be like a 20-course meal. You don't need to go that mile. You don't need all that. You don't. At the end of the day, you're just making so much noise. Well, I'm not trying to discourage those who can afford it, though, but I'm trying to talk to those who can't and really desire to do these things, but still trying to show them that there's a way out without trying to be like someone else or want to emulate what this person did or the person did and want to be like that. No, don't be moved by that. Also, we have fuel crisis. A lot of cars are not on the way anymore. I don't know if most of you have driven lately on the highway. You see a lot of cars are parked in their houses. Same thing with running of generators. But thank God for the generator stuff. You have the option of getting this gas stuff. I don't know what's called though, where you can use the gas cylinder to run your generator and it lasts longer. Imagine you have you buy a 3 kg or so for about 3,500 and you run it with your gen for maybe 2 hours, 3 hours per night. It will last you for almost a week. But if you want to buy fuel, you would buy 10,000 naira fuel for 2 hours to 3 hours per night. It will last up to 3 days. It's out. So you need to be wise. You need to be smart. How much is that stuff? I think 16,000. You've gotten it, and one or two other things you just put in place. Maximum 25k. You are good to go, and you have your gas cylinder working for you, and you've been able to manage these hard times. And finally, you don't really have to overdo things. All right, like I said earlier. But in this case, I'm talking about getting things that are needed primarily. All right, getting things that are needed primarily in your home and in your life. If you see something you so much desire, you just feel like having just for fun, if it's not going to add any value to your life, let it go. All right, you don't need to go and see the latest movie that just came out and say, man, this movie is trendy, I need to go and watch it. How much is it? 5k. Man, that 5k is going to put a pot of soup in your house for you to eat, instead of watching a movie and coming back to disturb your neighbor for 2 cups of garri that you would soak that night to go to bed after watching a movie of 5k. Man, be wise. I always say something, in all that getting, get sense, man. It's very, very important. Get sense. All right, so these are just some few tips. I hope I've not offended anyone out there for you guys to actually survive these hard times. Thank you for watching Noble TV Live. Please do like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to click on the notification button. And my name is Valentine Agogo. Thank you.